I got so many cakes. So I'm really excited to try them. And my little sister said she would try some too. So we're going to taste test these a little bit later before I actually finish mine. The other thing that I realized today, because I don't do very well reading instructions all the way to the end, is that the skin, the wrapper of the mooncake actually needs 4 hours to chill too. So this video has been progressing over a much longer span of time than I had originally envisioned. So I've got actually my stuff measured already. I need the sieve. Okay, so we're gonna sift together all of the flour, I think is one of the things I have to do. So this one is, so I need 45 grams of glutinous rice flour and 35 grams of rice flour. So this one is gluten-free rice flour going in. And I'm just gonna sift it. Then I'm gonna put the glutinous rice flour in. I'm not sure why they need both, but I am certain that there is a purpose for both. Because otherwise it's just a weird extra step. And I'm sure there's a reason. I'm also wondering, like, when they originally started making this, how they figured out that they would need 2 different kinds of rice flour. All right. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the cornstarch in. And that is going in now. Okay. All right, so set the flour and stuff aside in one bowl, and then you have to mix the sugar, milk, and oil in another. What oil did I need? Oh, vegetable oil. I don't know if they have vegetable oil. Give me a sec.
3 hours later.
They do not have vegetable oil. So I'm using canola oil. And that's just what I'm doing. So I don't know. We'll see if it really matters in the end. It's really hard, you know, to gauge with baking, like, what's really necessary and what can be switched out. You have to kind of be really familiar, I think, with the taste that you're going to try and get before you can start goofing around with the ingredients. And because I have no idea what this is really supposed to taste like, I don't know what to do other than just do what I got. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so canola oil, 1.5 tablespoons of that. Now I need to mix my sugar, milk, and oil into here. And that's... And I used coconut milk, not... It said you could use milk or coconut milk. I kind of thought the coconut would be a nice taste, so that's what I did. Combine milk, sugar, and oil well, and then mix with the wheat starch, rice flour, and glutinous rice flour. At one point I have to stir with chopsticks, and you would think my mother's house would have chopsticks, but they do not have chopsticks. And I could have brought chopsticks from my house, but I assumed that they had chopsticks. That was a poor assumption, because they don't. So I'm actually going to use this tool for that step. And as I said to my mother, it's like 5 or 6 people with chopsticks stirring. So hopefully that'll work. Okay, so now you're going to combine your wet ingredients with your dry ingredients, which is pretty straightforward. And then I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap. Again, I don't love using plastic wrap because it's plastic, but that's what it's calling for. We don't actually have very much plastic wrap left here, so cover it. Cover with plastic wrap and set aside. Oh, sorry. First, we have to set it aside for 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside for 30 minutes. Basically, we've mixed all of the ingredients we needed to mix. That part is done. I think it'll be very difficult to actually assemble the mooncake, but again, I've never done it before, so it might actually be super easy, and I don't know, I'm kind of hopeful. I think it might be good. Okay, so I roped my little sister Ivy into helping me try these. So we are going to try 4 different kinds of mooncake. None of these are the kind that I am making, which is the snow skin mooncake. And Ivy has braces, so she told me that maybe the one with the walnuts might not be so good for her to eat, so she may or may not try that one. What do you think?
I'll try a little bit.
She'll try a little bit. Okay, so which one should we try first? You can choose. That one? Just because it looks the weirdest? You have to cheers first, okay? Cheers.
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah, I'm mixed about this one. Okay, you're still on the camera. So, she didn't like that one, I don't think.
No.
No. She was trying to be really good about it, but you didn't like that.
No.
No, okay. All right, now, which one should we try?
Let's try the one filled with custard.
Okay. Oh yeah, that one smells really good.
Yeah.
Like cake. Okay.
Maybe
Wait, I'll cheers the side I didn't bite. No, I like this one. You know what this tastes like?
What?
It tastes like shortbread.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it taste like shortbread? Which one now? This one's the one with the walnuts. This one has no walnuts.
Let's try the one without walnuts.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It tastes good. I think it's second to the one that tastes like shortbread though.
Yeah.
We have one more. Grab a small piece so that you don't get your braces in them. Yeah, that one's little. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Pretty good.
This one's good too.
It tastes like trail mix.
Yeah, kind of. I don't think any of these ones were the lotus flower ones. The lotus flower ones are like the traditional mooncake. The like original one. And those ones are supposed to taste really earthy. These all taste like sweet desserts for me. What we should have done is made tea, because tea would be amazing with these, and I think is what, you know, is usually enjoyed with them is tea. So, but thank you, Ivy, for trying these with me, for being on my little video here. Really appreciate it. And now I gotta finish my mooncake, and hopefully it tastes a little good. Okay, back to this part. So what I saw was she just basically popped that in the steamer basket. I have it turned up to a high heat. I'm just going to leave it for the next 30 minutes so it can steam. It says cover with plastic wrappers and steam over high fire for around 30 minutes until it becomes slightly transparent. Then I'm going to transfer it out and stir with chopsticks forcefully for several minutes until fine and smooth. I think these are actually working. They are not chopsticks. It's hard to do. That is so good. Transfer to a plate and cover with a plastic wrapper. Okay, I need a plate. No.
3 hours later.
I ran and I got plastic wrap, and I'm a little out of breath, but I went across the street to our little corner store. They had plastic wrap, so we're all good. Wrapped it up, and it is now in the fridge, and it is cooling now. It has to cool for 4 hours, so I'm going to finish this video up at my house and that'll be the putting together of the mooncake. It'll be the custard going into the wrapping, making it look like a mooncake without a stamp because I couldn't find a stamp. I took a break. I hope you don't mind. So this will be like nothing to you guys. It'll look like, oh, we just watched you in your mom's kitchen 2 seconds ago and now you're in your kitchen. Why are you complaining? But it's literally been 3 days of this. So I am ready to finish this mooncake, whether or not it looks good. Let's get on topic here. To make the rest of the mooncake, I need a mooncake form mold. But today I'm gonna try and finish the snow skin mooncake to the best of my abilities without having a mooncake mold or stamp. Bear with me while I take a look around to see if I can find something that might work as a stamp so that I can make it look a little bit pretty at the end. Okay, I have my custard out of the fridge, and I forgot my rice flour at my mom's place. So the second part of this recipe actually calls for a coating for the mooncakes where you slightly brown the rice flour and you kind of use it as like a non-stick coating, and you also use it as for the outside of it, also as a non-stick coating. I'm just gonna use regular flour. Hopefully that's okay. What I have to do is make these into roughly 30-gram balls. Guys, if I actually make something that slightly resembles a mooncake, I'm gonna be really, really proud of myself. Okay, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mooncakes. 8 centers of mooncakes. So now I'm gonna get out the wrap. And basically it's just molding it with your hands. It kind of reminded me a little bit of wrapping a dumpling, just with the skill required to do it. I think it looks a lot easier watching someone do it than it probably is to do. So I'll flour this plate, my hands a little bit. Now the ratio for this supposedly is 20 grams of wrap to 30 grams of filling. So just grab a little bit less than you did for the filling, remembering that you're not an expert at this. Oh wow. Okay, so this like is very, very thin. You definitely want to do this fast while this is cold. Okay, here we go. Wrapping my first one now. Guys, I'm doing it! Oh my gosh. It's wrapped. I did it. I'm gonna kind of just do this and see what happens. Oh, I messed it up because I sprinkled stuff on it and it didn't need stuff sprinkled on it. See if I can make it even more beautiful. You guys, I was like procrastinating this morning because I didn't want to start this and fail. Okay, here's a good one that I didn't mess up with flour. That's just, guys, like, come on. That's just a bowl that I had that I got as a wedding present. I got a whole bunch of these and they're beautiful. I like to put like snacks and stuff in them, or I use them sometimes to like measure out ingredients, and it has a beautiful pattern on the bottom. So it works as a stamp for this, which is crazy. Tonight, my very lovely assistant, my husband, has volunteered or was voluntold that he could taste a mooncake. a professional mooncake, and taste my mooncake but blindfolded, and then try to guess which one I made. Okay, so my husband's home now from teaching motorcycles. You can say hi, Chris.
Hello.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, open up your hand. First piece, you can put that in your mouth. Just eat it. It's pretty good, right? Tastes kind of like shortbread a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Don't touch it, just eat it.
It's supposed to have a print on it.
This does,
What do you say?
on the
Well,
top.
but it's-
Well, you can touch the print. It's on the top. It's like a ridge. Okay, which one was my mooncake? I know you'd probably be able to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure out which one tastes more like pancakes.
Because of the pancake mix.
The first one?
The first one you think was my mooncake? No! The first one was the professional mooncake! Yeah! But you have no experience
I have
tasting
no idea
mooncakes, so it doesn't mean that mine was better. You might have just assumed mooncakes taste bad.
I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah. I'm gonna show him how my mooncake turned out now, and yeah, that's it. I'm all done with this video. I've been making this for 3 days now, so bye guys!